morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of THG News Today, right here on THG Network. My name is Mervin Hanley. We're programming for today, Thursday. It's the 26th day of September 2024, and I'm happy that you're here today with us, logged on to THG News Today. The news, of course, is powered by Carl & Sons Unique Bakery on the island of St. Martin, with 3 locations on the island, at the Pondfield in Colbay and at the St. Maarten Medical Center. We also have Feezers on Nevis and Hanley's Plumbing. I say good day to you. Now, if this is your first time joining us, we always encourage you each and every day, Monday to Friday. If you're here for the first time, we say to you, welcome, and we hope that you'll subscribe to our YouTube channel before you leave here, because you like what you hear, or you may like, so. But you'll be back, you're curious, and you'll be back time and time again. Let's get straight into our news this morning. The government of St. Kitts and Nevis proudly announces that the country has reclaimed the #1 position in the 2024 Citizenship by Investment Index, scoring an impressive 76 points. This prestigious recognition reaffirms St. Kitts and Nevis as a global leader in the CBI industry, underpinned by a steadfast commitment to regulatory excellence, due diligence, and the continuous enhancement of its CBI program. In a testament to its robust framework, according to the press release, St. Kitts and Nevis has demonstrated exceptional leadership in adhering to and implementing the directives set forth by the Memorandum of Agreement. This commitment was pivotal in securing the top spot in this year's CBI index. Notably, the country has made significant strides in fortifying its CBI program through recent legislative and structural advancements. The passage of the Citizenship by Investment Unit Act, which formally establishes the CBI unit as a corporate body, marks a new chapter in the program's governance and operational efficiency. Complementing this, the establishment of the Continuing International Due Diligence Unit underscores the government's proactive approach to international security concerns. The CIDD unit will conduct ongoing vetting of CBI citizens residing abroad, working in tandem with international law enforcement agencies to mitigate perceived risk and maintain the integrity of the program. The 2024 CBI Index further highlights St. Kitts and Nevis's dominance in key areas, with the country ranking first in the ease of processing pillar and due diligence pillar. The maximum point score in ease of processing is a clear indication of the program's successful balancing of rigorous vetting procedures with efficient processing workflows, ensuring both security and accessibility. Retaining the top position in the due diligence pillar reflects St. Kitts and Nevis's relentless dedication to transparency and the implementation of the 6 principles, alongside enhanced due diligence standards, as demonstrated by the recent introduction of the CIDD unit. Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew expressed his pride in the country's achievement, stating, "This recognition is not just a reflection of our leadership in the CBI industry, but a testament to our nation's commitment to maintaining the highest standards of governance, security, and integrity." St. Kitts and Nevis will continue to innovate and adapt, ensuring that our Citizenship by Investment program remains the gold standard globally. We are proud to offer a program that not only meets but exceeds international expectations. And this is very good. This is excellent news for St. Kitts and Nevis, because I know over the last couple of months, we have people who have tried all sorts, including the court, including international security agents and the courts, to bring down the CBI program, to make St. Kitts and Nevis in the end look very, very bad. So I am very happy to report this news that St. Kitts and Nevis, they have reclaimed the #1 position in the 2024 Citizenship by Investment CBI Index. And that is pretty impressive. So we continue to support the CBI program. And of course, we continue to support work in St. Kitts and Nevis in any way possible, shape or form, as the government continues to diversify the economy. And it needs all hands on deck as far as that is concerned. Let's now look at news from St. Maarten. And according to the Daily Herald, a court of first instance sentenced a male nurse on Tuesday to 4 years in prison after finding him guilty of molesting 3 young female patients at the St. Maarten Medical Center between July 2022 and 2024. And you only got 4 years for that? 4 years? You're found guilty? 4 years for molesting 3 young females while they were patients at the hospital? Now, Randy Ivan Plain, I think that's the name, 37 years, was also handed a 9-year ban from working in the healthcare sector and ordered to pay guilders $10,350 in damages to one of his victims. Plain stood trial earlier this month on 3 counts of sexual assault. For 2 of these, he was accused of drugging the woman with a powerful sedative and inappropriately touching them when they were in a semi-conscious state. Now, this sedative, vials had been found in a search of Plain's home in early May. This drug, often used to sedate people in intensive care units or as a precursor to surgical anesthesia, causes sleepiness, muscle weakness, and memory loss. My goodness. However, the judge acquitted the male nurse of sexual assault, siding with the defense. Although the sedative had been in Plain's possession, there was still not enough evidence, according to the judge, to prove he had actually used the substance to drug the woman. Give me a break. Give me a break. Instead, the judge found this man guilty of the lesser crime of molestation, agreeing with the prosecutor that the victim's statements were reliable, authentic, and detailed. It went on to say that this man was arrested on May 6 on suspicion of having sexually abused only one of his patients. But at the time, police and the prosecutor's office issued a call for more victims to come forward. Now, the judge ruled that all of the statements from the women have striking similarities, which shows that the modus operandi used by the defendant in all 3 instances was essentially the same. All the victims were women between 17 and 28 years old and had been staying overnight in the hospital. And Plain came into the rooms after 9 o'clock p.m. when they were either sleeping or felt sleepy or dizzy. All told investigators that Plain did not rape them, but had touched them inappropriately on their private parts with his hands and mouth. And of course, this man, I don't even know how he got hired if the St. Maarten Medical Center, if they did not do their due diligence, because in February 2016, a court in his native land of Suriname sentenced him to 12 months in prison, of which 7 were conditional for lewd acts involving a patient. So he has a history of this, but yet the St. Maarten Medical Center hired this man as a male nurse at their institution. And finally, as promised here, we are today giving you the latest on what's happening in the election campaign trail in the United States. Vice President Kamala Harris now holds a 7-point lead over former President Donald Trump, according to a new national survey. The survey conducted by Reuters found that Harris leading with 46.61% support compared to Trump's 40.48%, rounding to a 47-40 gap. Now, that margin was slightly higher than the 5-point advantage over Trump in the prior poll that Harris held. Now, when asked which candidate had the better approach on the economy, unemployment, and the jobs, Trump earned 43%, with Harris trailing at 41%. His lead on the critical issue, however, shrunk by 1 point from August and 9 points from when Harris launched her campaign. Trump led on the economy and jobs when President Biden was still in the race, but the new numbers show Harris is closing in on the gap since ascending to the top of the ticket. But you know what? By the end of this week, these national polls, they're not going to mean anything. It will be the individual battleground states. There are about 7 of them. And so by next week, you'll get an idea of how exactly this race will go. And you know, sometimes we can't even trust the polls. You know what happened in 2016 with Hillary Clinton? The polls showed that she was leading, but on election day, it was a different story. Now, I do believe, however, that the polls are underestimating Harris's numbers. And the reason why I say that, because Howard University came out with a poll just a few days ago that is showing that the young people in America, by almost 73%, they're going for Kamala Harris. So if this trend shows on election day, we are going to be hearing from a President Kamala Harris on the night of November the 5th. And I believe that she has a solid organization, the enthusiasm, the money, you name it. So we will see what happens on the night of November the 5th, but we'll continue to update you daily right here on THG Network. With that, we've concluded our news for this morning. Do join us again tomorrow morning, God's willing, at 6 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time for a similar presentation. I am Mervin Hanley, wishing you a wonderful day.
Arlinsons have been serving the people of St. Maarten for over 40 years. And the food and service get better and better. From early morning, customers flock to the bakery. for your favorite sandwiches, cakes, pastries, you name it. First thing at mornings and last thing at afternoons, folks rush to Carl & Sons for simply the best. There are two locations, Coal Bay and on the Pondville. In Coal Bay, the opening hours are Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Saturdays, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Sundays, 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Opening hours on the Pondville, Monday to Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 6:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. We also cater for weddings, parties, special events, whatever the occasion. It's Carl & Sons. Our staff, we are always happy to serve you. Call us today, the Coal Bay location, 721-544-2462. That's 721-544-2462. Or in Phillipsburg, 721-543-1059. That's 721-543-1059. It's Carl & Sons Bakery. We are here to serve you.
Nevis, satisfy your sweet tooth at Feases, the cozy spot in Charlestown, known for its mouth-watering ice cream and dal parade. We are open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come in and sample our patties, sandwiches, air-fried wings with fries, hot dogs, rotis, and now our famous smoothies, in all flavors of course. And don't forget to try the famous bus-up shut and saltfish. It's Feases, located at the entrance to the Cotton Ginnery Mall in Charlestown, Nevis. They're also available by phone, so place your order by calling 1-869-665-2458. Don't ask about the rest, just try the best.